Good day and welcome everybody. Hello, I bid to you and a wonderful Sunday here on the end of our weekend. It is the second group stage of the TED Cup 18 beginning today. And, surprise, surprise, Neo is also with me. I was wondering, where the heck was your camera? There it is.
Click the button!
You're looking very small right now next to me. Alright, let's make this man a little bigger. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Looking good, looking good. He's got the swaggy hat on, dressed in black, as is supposed to be. How's it going?
Dude, I'm so excited for this match right now.
Can you just not hide it?
No, I can't hide it. There's no need to hide it as well, because our opening match is nothing else than Moon versus TH. We all know that TH might be on his farewell tour. He's gonna get treatment for his depression, and that will take 1 or 2 years, and in that time he won't be playing anything, he won't be streaming. So TED Cup could very well be his last tournament, and this is a rivalry that kind of dates back 15 years. I remember when we cast the top 100, Remo, back in 2014 in Templa's its insurance company office, where we wasn't allowed to cast at all. We casted the replays of the Fnatic Beat It tournament between these two, and that was a legendary series. Obviously, everybody remembers the World Cyber Games in 2013. Warcraft 3, TH vs Moon, this is as good as it gets, and it could very well be the very last time.
Yeah, absolutely agree. These guys have had epic encounters in the past. Today we see another best of 3. 2 of the biggest legends to ever play this game. And we're starting off on Autumn Leaves, our first map, which has seen a lot of play in this matchup recently. Especially Sok seems to be a big fan, with expansion play, of course. Lots of things have changed in this matchup, but one thing certainly hasn't, and that is that humans love to fast explore.
Indeed. I'm very curious how TH is playing this. He is not going the Sok and Fortitude route with the Mountain King, but rather plays it old school with an Archmage. Moon decides to not go for a Demon Hunter, but rather a Keeper, which is kind of becoming more and more common on Autumn Leaves.
Yeah, given the right map, the Keeper is definitely very popular. Also, Tidehunters, I think. On most other maps, perhaps the Demon has taken over. Whoa, that's an Ancient of War going down. Excuse me?
Whoops. I guess
whoopsie doopsie daisy. What the heck?
Yeah. I guess Moon wants TH to play a little longer.
Alright. That a sigh of relief and a cheer is shouted out from China. Keeper now playing aggressive. He has to remake that Ancient of War though. Oh my dude, that is so painful. It's less lumber. The expansions later, you have no units except for the one archer. This Keeper better do some work.
Moon doesn't need an Ancient of War. He got a Keeper, that's fine. He gets his friends the Treants, and with that he can still cause a little bit of trouble. He's just teching instead.
Oh, small mistake by TH. Loses one peasant in the main base. Would have been an important deny. Always very important, crucial to keep in mind on this map. After the first camp, if it's the natural, you need only one more kill for the level 2. So the denies are premium. So at least the Keeper got 2. Trying to go for the Merc camp, mercenaries. Alright, Moon is starting to get some footing again, and this may not be so disastrous after all.
Yeah, the Mercs are coming as you just suggested, Berserker and Shadow Priest, of course. Water Elementals won't be the greatest help, and there's no Arcane Tower in sight, so all this piercing damage is still troublesome for TH. The Keeper's distracting the Archmage at the right-hand side, so this causing more death.
Trees in the main base cleaned up, not walling off, perhaps? How did that tree get chopped down, by the way, next to the altar? How did he open the wall? I don't know who did it, actually. But seems like TH here struggling a bit to secure his economy. Of course, we're all very familiar with that. Peasant dying is a sound we are very familiar with. And I'm quite impressed here. Moon getting back into a decent position is just refusing to remake that Ancient of War.
Yeah, no need. He's just going straight into lores, but even for that, is there a Hunter's Hall? I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Little late, but you need a second hero anyway, so that should be fine. Really interested what the unit combo is at. I think over the past 15 years, these guys They beat each other with every unit composition possible. I mentioned the Fnatic Beat It tournament as well, where it was tanks and griffins. We're a long way until then.
Keeper in the main base, causing more trouble, summoning more treants. TH running across the map aggressively. He's so close to seeing the tree. Dude, no way. Does he not see it? Come on.
See it. Well, his calculations may be better than ours, but maybe he has to leave empty-handed. Doesn't get the Moonwell, doesn't attack the tree.
Now
or
he does.
does he? Now he does.
Okay, if this doesn't work, this stings, because he certainly could have gotten it earlier, but the damage might be enough. You know, a couple of peasants went down, but most footies survived, so the footy count here is looking good. It is a cancel, the expansion is delayed, and TH reaffirming his lead.
Dude, I casted TH yesterday in his group, and he was looking so freaking good. Came with great game plans, great executions, wonderful timings, and he established a rather solid position for himself, but I don't see a tech yet, and that worries me a bit.
Yeah, that is the big problem here. The tech is very late. We have the lumber mill now. Finally, the resources start tier 2, but we're more than 6 minutes in. This is certainly not the fastest of techs, but depending on how much pressure the footies can do and buy time, this could still be a good spot. Something the footies don't have is the defend upgrade, so normally we see the keeper here picking them apart one by one, but this keeper still isn't level 3.
True, and the Naga is also not the greatest second hero, won't scale too well. Archmage also far away from level 3, but it's most important to keep the infrastructure down. No second attempt of that expansion, and it feels like TH is in full control, buying time for the tech.
Yeah, the lumber now looking decent. We'll also see a few more peasants at the expansion. That may be a little on the slower side, but TH is doing a great job here. It's about to hit daytime soon. This is always relevant to keep in mind what the Moonwell situation is looking like. Oh, and the keeper's dropping low. Yeah, Moonjuice looking rough. Day is coming. Healing will be difficult.
Ooh, and Moon is in a world of trouble. Will he be defeated by Archmage and Footman tier 1? Because this is basically what it looks like right now.
And this is what Infi and TH of old were doing all the time. AM and footies in your face, and that was oftentimes enough to win.
Exactly. Good distraction, low levels, low economy. I guess Moon has one more shot, and that's a bear bust?
I think it's looking rough regardless.
I know.
He needs the bears to stabilize first, and then he can think about the future. Like, right now it's about surviving. He can't even hope to, you know, think about winning. Just hold on. And the bears will help a lot. The Dryads do help already. And since there's still no defend, I guess the Dryads should be able to clean this up finally.
Okay, that is a bit of extra experience. There's no dispel yet, but okay, here we go. Fork Lightning unlocked, but tier 2 around the corner for TH. 1400 gold. I guess the hardest thing in this match is to decide for a second hero.
And since there's no Demon Hunter on the other side, there's a lot of choices to go for. Could be Panda. Bloodmage, I guess, would be pretty bad here. Mountain King as well. You remember when Sock for a while played the Tinker second? That was kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's super good, but it was cool.
I mean, a Tinker in a match between Moon and TH. We've seen that before, dating back to the deciding map of the World Cyber Games 2013.
And this is normally a scary timing, you know? The Knight has the two-hero advantage. He's got archers, mercs, dryads. This is oftentimes tough to hold. But TH here seemingly doing it with ease because everything's bruised already. The hero levels are low. No level 3s for Moon acquired yet. He's gotten close, but hasn't gotten there. He's trying to set up the third base in a defensive position. This reflects the state of the game. Doesn't feel confident enough to go for the natural. Has to go for the corner expo in the north. But that's still taking quite some time.
Alright, at least some leveling is possible. But what's the late game solution for Moon? Like, the Keeper won't be. Naga won't be. And Bears on their own, I don't see that either. Can always switch into Blizzard, which is becoming more and more common. TH is establishing a Rifle Caster army, and with the bank he had, this should be done in no time, even though he has some lumber issues.
He only had 3 peasants. harvesting lumber at the expansion. I wonder if that's too low. It seems a bit low on the econ, but the lumber mill in the main is helping out. And now that the tier 2 buildings are finished, lumber should again be looking decent. When are we gonna break, is the question. Human normally wants to go for the items first. He's at the shop now, and this is also something that Moon wasn't able to do. If the elf is in a good position, he likes to push the human back, creep this camp himself, and steal these items. Invuln and heal scroll makes a big difference. But TH just seems to have a super solid game here to his hands. Honestly, this looks like an easy game to win from this point. But this is where Moon's brilliance can come in. He's an amazing player at playing from behind. In my opinion, the most impressive one at getting out of sticky situations. So, it's of course an uphill battle, but Moon has done this before.
Many times. 4th best player in the world according to the ELO ranking. And he's always tricky. Expansion is coming up on the left-hand side now with more bears. And at some point, TH has to shut it down. Otherwise, Moon can go for bears, can go for fairies. And since it's Moon, I wouldn't even be too surprised to see chimeras. But that's, of course, not too realistic. TH is stocking up on items, makes use of that shot where he's close by, and gets the mountain kick to 3.
AM with plus 16 damage. That's not too bad, I guess. Sometimes in the late game, we see the human army not being able to keep up in damage with the Night Elf, especially if the Night Elf had a good early game, but this MK being leveled so well already. And this is the thing for TH. He had a great early game, really good mid game, solid position here. And I also favor his heroes clearly in the late game. Another thing, speaking for TH, another difficult hurdle for Moon to overcome.
Yeah, the bears will realistically be Moon's biggest asset in the late game, and TH, he can get Blizzard against that, he has Clap against that, he got Slow against that. Lots of solutions for not so scary bears then.
And TH here moving into a fairly aggressive position. Surprised they didn't take the orange. Could have gotten consumable here really quickly. But now he wants to strike. The classic 70 supply death ball push. We've seen it plenty of times before. Moon loading up into a Zeppelin. This is probably a smart play. He knows he can't win a fight. He's crane supply down. Human heroes are looking good. Base race, probably his best option.
Okay. But this is Moonworld's falling. This is region gone. Shop up for grabs. Is TH bringing the boys? Not really. The Zeppelin is not even doing some damage. He's going for the main economy. That's 2 towers, though. And instant reinforcements. So, we're in for a base race.
I wonder if TH will TP. Oh, TP's back instantly. Not willing to take the base race. Moon has to TP on home himself. Alright, time was bought. Expansion is mining. But TH knows. But of course, Moon still has the Zeppelin. He can keep doing this over and over. And this is a smart choice as well. I think he identified that there was no workshop, so no gyros to spot the Zeppelin and gun it down. The workshop is coming now, though.
Okay, I lowered my voice a little bit. Please let me know if it's alright now. Thank you, Ultimate, for the 22-month resub. Give me the tinker. Yeah, he said it. Tripkey also 33 months. And the creep game continues. TH with the scout tower. Too low. Okay. That's the middle ground. Hopefully that's better. But the Zeppelin shenanigans, they continue.
And if Moon does this long enough, he might get ahead economically. He might build a big army finally. Naga Fog Lightning here. Very good against the peasants, taking them out quickly. And this is a tough position for TH. He knows, of course, Moon is just trying to buy time, not really trying to fight. But Moon is doing serious damage right here.
Yeah, man. You called it. The best from playing with sticky situations. The cleaner, and he definitely cleaned up that peasant line. Only an illusion here, TH. All of a sudden under pressure.
Oh, Zeppelin slowed. Where's the gyro? He's making... Wait, you made a mortar team? Oh, that seems like a very weird choice. I mean, he can still make a gyro, of course. They still build fast. There's a staff out. Back home. And Moon has bought time. He's got a bunch of gold now. Can build a big army.
Okay, what's it gonna be? Just more bears, more zeppelins, more drops, more damage towards the infrastructure? Or is there a different plan with more normal armies? We are getting a shredder. Alright, making use of that laboratory. And TH, he's done with this game, I think. Huge Congo line. And that might be the end of Moon's expansion.
But he's backing up again. It almost looks like a bit of indecision by TH. He wants to attack, he wants to go back, he wants to save. By the way, this was pretty sick. The gyros kiting the Zeppelin, chasing the Zeppelin. Naga realized it, got out, cold arrow, and again enabled another bear drop. Moon here has bought so many minutes for his economy. He evened out the game. I think the lead might still be with TH, maybe, but it has shrunk immensely.
Lego fan PM, thank you for the sub. Nothing better than back to Warcraft stream on a Sunday. That is absolutely correct. Yeah, with this army that TH has... Oh, Zeppelin.
Finally.
Going down now.
And this took way too long, honestly. This should have happened like 2 minutes ago. These gyros were definitely late. The moment you realize there's a Zeppelin in the game, you have to go for a power build workshop instantly, 2 gyros instantly. TH was a little slow with that. Unfortunately, he has somewhat given away a big part of the lead of the early game, but he still has a very strong army. That still hasn't changed.
Exactly. And there's some consumables as well. So he can take a straight up fight with that Mountain King without mana burn. Hammer away, clap away. No blizzard yet, but yeah, that Naga, a little bit out of position. Staff is ready, but still, damage done.
Oh, he's spamming these spells here. You said it. Hammer away, clap away. All of a sudden, the MK not that much mana left, but the Brilliance is helping him out. And the one of mana stealing could also be very nice. Moon's army still a little bit smaller, but of course, if the bears connect well, the damage is immense. Moon is looking for the perfect engagement and the perfect encirclement of the enemy army.
TH, of course, has the option to go tier 3 as he's maxed out now, but he's rather queuing more upgrades and gets shop control. No way, really, for Moon to go to that shop, or is there? The bear flank is coming from the bottom, Keeper is coming from the north. What a nice setup this is.
Moon can't fight here, I don't think. I mean, Clap hits everything. It's only 2 breakers, not a big front line, but the bears are all getting funneled in here. Keeper finding some kills in the back, takes out the Moor team. That's nice. Alright, Moon says the bears can win this fight. I'm a bit doubtful, but let's see. The Clap, of course, the best weapon here. Dryad flank also coming in from behind. The entire human army is stacked up heavily. Imagine a panda here, by the way. It would be barbecue in time, baby. But no panda, no breath. MK with the invul. Next Clap is ready. In just a moment, he gets level 4. And I think the bears will get... Oh, the Keeper died. I didn't even see it there in the north. Goodbye, Keeper. Goodbye, bears. And I think goodbye, Moon on map 1.
Wow. Yeah, you know, I said this is a beautiful setup by Moon. Can we just rewind the cast and let me take that back? Wasn't beautiful at all. It was a disaster. I didn't think he would engage like that. I think he was just zoning a little bit and go to the shop and go for a straight up fight, but without heal scrolls, absolutely no chance. Just demolished. Mortar safely in the back. Same for the rifles. Objective done. Expo gone. And Moon in shambles.
Yeah, back to 1 base, not what you want. Moon still has a big army somehow, but the next fight, when he starts losing units, it's going to be very hard to rebuild. TH didn't lose much himself. I'm also a big fan of human tier 3, but you and I seem to be 2 of the very few people, because most humans nowadays seem to ignore that possibility. Yeah, I thought Moon would take a better engagement. Like, it's not even that complicated. You have 3 bears in the south from the choke where he came from, and then the rest, like 5 bears coming from the north, where there's a better angle. Maybe he got a bit nervous, maybe he felt the pressure on the expansion, but there was only 1 mortar team. Honestly, he had more time. Moon there, unfortunately, taking a bad engagement, and this puts TH again in a phenomenal position.
So Moon was able to fight back once from a disastrous early game. Now this was the disastrous start to the late game. TH getting... what do you got? Hood of Cunning. Okay. Not that great. A little bit more armor and mana for the dwarf is never wrong, though. And Cheeky Moon trying to expand bottom right. But you know what? A Gyrocopter is already scouting it.
Yeah. That's nice. Gyro's, in fact, scouting everything. They're not needed for anti-air right now, so may as well use them for scouting, which they are great at. And Moon again trying to win with split pressure. Base attack, rat playstyle, as they say in Dota. That is his only chance. But there's weapons against it as well. Stormbolt to slow things down. The sorceresses as well with their abilities. And Moon has to buy a lot of time here until he gets into a decent shape again.
Dryads are getting caught by mortar shots. Instantly down to 50%.
Oh, there's a cannon tower in the main base, by the way. I like that.
Yeah, dude. New love for the cannon tower. TH was the one to introduce it, I think, in the matchup versus Undead. And now we see it more and more.
Yeah, it's so cool in tier 3 with frag shards. Seems like we won't be seeing that here. Or maybe we will. Castle Tech finally at
A
7.
player's forces are under attack.
I was about to say 76 minutes, but that is 76 supply. We are 20 minutes in the game. That means also that the mains will soon expire.
Indeed. And then what's Moon gonna do? Expo bottom right was cancelled. Of course, you can waddle the tree over, but that's just one. I don't know, man. It's looking dire. TH also 1,200 gold for when the tier 3 finally kicks off. And seems like they're willing to take this one fight. Archmage under pressure, instantly in the back. And now we got level 5. Huge Brilliance Aura. Feeds the casters. More slow. More clap. More hammers. More destruction.
Yeah, this is the late game MK that is so hard to deal with for basically any race. Getting to this point, very difficult. This is also where the Demon Hunter is amazing to counter MK possibility late game. This is the issue you can find yourself in if you don't have heroes late game which are very strong to keep up with the dwarf. And TH getting richer and richer. Pressing forward into the main. At this point, TH so strong, might just be able to, you know, force the issue, go for the Tree of Eternity, go for the throat, and take this one home.
But wouldn't it be more fun to wait for the tier 3, get frag shards, paladin, you know, all that good stuff?
A town is under siege.
I'm a big fan. You won't hear me disagreeing. But perhaps Moon doesn't have the time. 5 mortar teams, by the way. That is a lot of dual team action. Frag Shard's one of the best upgrades you can get on tier 3. So many good ones. Inner Fire as well. Maybe some Polymorph.
Dude, if he wins this game with Polymorph, what a chat move that would be. But at the moment, he's a throwing hammer at the elk. He was saved by another staff, but man, everything is slowed. And how do you get out? It's just a slow and definite suffering.
Oh, the Naga getting slowed over and over. Dryad Dispel will run out at some point. MK wants that kill. Doesn't have a mana potion though. Maybe the Naga can get away, get to the shop. But it's all expensive, man. Students dying in the meantime, and no income at the moment for Moon.
Yeah, no income, but apparently some hope. But is there still hope if the Naga falls? Oh, wow. A little slow with the fingers, and boom, there we go. Before the master training and the frag shots finished, the 3x win map number 1. And you know what? That was dominance front to back.
Yeah, well played. Moon, though, in typical Moon fashion, was able to get into a decent position at some point with his great talent at playing hard matches from behind. But it was still a bit too much in the end. TH with a really solid game. I think the gyro mistake was pretty big, having them so late. That could have almost maybe cost him the game, but he still played it through solidly. But it was honestly a simple game. You know, when you lose the Ancient of War on this top level, at the very first camp, the game is just 95% over.
That is correct. And now we might see a different game. We might see a game without a keeper, but maybe with a Demon Hunter, depending on the map. But yeah, TH, the old saying, TH will always own you, apparently still true in what year is it? 23.
For the second map, we're going to be going to Echo Isles. The games I saw there recently seem to have looked pretty tough for the humans. Even if they get a good start, even if they get an early expansion, which seems rather easy, the Night Elf then, with a tier 2 lead, has such a map at control advantage that they soak up most of the map, and the human isn't left with much options, especially for the late game, it seems like. So oftentimes they feel forced into a tier 2 all-in push, but if you have bears in time, it seems like a strong map to hold it on as well. So I certainly understand Moon's map choice here. Echo Isles will be certainly a tougher task for TH.
Man, I really, really hope that they saved Twisted for last. Because, you know, it's so legendary between the two. They gotta give it to the people. They gotta give the people what they want. But this is, of course, also a legendary map for the two. This is where TH Tinker Tower pushed Moon out of the World Cyber Games in 2013. Echo Isles. What a wonderful map.
And perhaps a bit of a surprise here. Moon is not going for the Merc Camp creep first, which is really in fashion nowadays. With Demon Hunter, of course. No, he's going for the Green Camp first, which means Keeper 99%. Interesting.
And TH, is that maybe a Mountain King opener? Is that something super fancy, like a Blood Mage opener, like he used to do back when he was playing for WNV? Or is it just a normal Archmage opening? So many possibilities in Warcraft 3 now, Remo. And people say we ruined it.
Especially human.
Shout out Agent, Death Note, Demon, and all of you guys.
Yeah, also very a great plethora of possible creep routes you can play here nowadays. You can go for the instant expansion, speaking on the human side here. Merc Camp creep, even green into middle green. I guess those would be the three primary ones. We see the AM will be heading south. Now, TH hasn't scouted yet. The thing is, you would love to get an early Merc Camp creep, but it slows down your expansion, so you have to make really important decisions early on. Do you rather try to favor a stronger AM, stronger army, stronger levels with Merc Camp creeping, or do you want to have the faster expansion, skip the Merc Camp, and go for the faster gold mine?
If my memory is not betraying me, Remo, and you might have to help me because we're getting old. Didn't they also play this map at the World Cyber Games in Xi'an at the semi-final, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be the banger of the tournament?
Yeah, that was probably the best map of the tournament. That was really crazy. Old Echo Isles, it was down in the bottom right. Moon was stuck with his panda there, level 5. That is a game that even my memory will not forget.
Despite the night that followed. Oi, 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 oi. You hear that laugh? That laugh tells the entire story, dude.
That was a fun night. Maybe if Roddy comes to Rara Land, we can reignite that passion. We'll see.
In Dortmund, in the clubs in Dortmund.
We were in Dortmund once for... Wait, no, we were in Düsseldorf once. Have we been to Dortmund before?
No, we didn't.
I know one time in band camp, one time when we were at Gamescom for WCA, we also had a hotel somewhere else. Was it Dortmund or Düsseldorf, though?
Düsseldorf.
Oh, okay. I guess that was the trip. Counter expansion, by the way. The Keeper got his first kill, fully taken out. He's level 2 first. I like the Merc Camp pull here by TH as well, getting a Shadow Priest. Very, very valuable for that early dispel. But he's struggling with a level 2 right now. I am trying to get it here at the Green Camp. But he is dangerously far away from the expansion, I want to say.
I agree. How to hold. Very valuable is also the fan that is Buttcrumbs. Thank you for gifting us up. And here comes the Keeper harass. Arcane Tower's still not up. Expo's still not up. It's a bit problematic.
And TH's peasant production in the main has halted, despite having the gold for it. This is something that can really be painful later on for the economy. It has been a solid 15 seconds without peasants. You have to keep the macro in mind. One of the big difficulties of human. Keeping all the fires from burning, extinguishing them, and also macroing perfectly behind it. Human has never been the easiest race to play, still to this day. On the Shadow Priest, also gonna go down. Oh, that along with the peasants, that along with still very little peasant production, makes this not the easiest early game for our human player.
Yeah, we had a very dominant early game by TH on map 1. Now Moon is turning it around, and we said that Moon is one of the best to play from behind, but I've seen great recovery skills from TH as well. And with human especially, once that Expo is up and running for a bit, well, it's your oysters. So I wouldn't say this game is anywhere over.
Yeah, the Arcane Tower is also about to finish. What really sucks is if the Arcane goes down thanks to the Archers and the Treants, and then the Mercenaries come, and then Arcane cancel over and over and over, and you never have that weapon to deal with the summons. So that one is now standing. That is alright. And the Lumber is looking, well, okay, I guess. But only 4 peasants in the main base on Lumber. TH struggling here with his economy a bit. At least AM now level 3 acquired, and he himself has the Mercs. And all of a sudden, TH has a formidable army for an early game.
Exactly. Once again, the player who's behind grabs the Mercs and runs across and trying to do some counter damage. Moon has a Wisp in the middle. Hunter's Hall seems on time-ish. Maybe a little bit late, but should be fine. Tower is coming up in the main as well. And Moon is scouting everywhere. Got Wisp roaming. Great vision on the map, as he knows how tricky the 3X can be.
AM at the shop, buys the circlet and dust. Sells the claws, Wow. That is something.
Todd just
That
got
is-
a heart attack.
Something that is very foreign to my eyes. He even has 2 inventory slots. What? That seems weird, but alright. A bit of gold, I suppose.
It's hard to grab the staff when you got claws on, you know?
Well, he's gonna try to grab this expansion, take out the Entangled. That is successful. Again, the Shadow Priest, the target number 1 right here. And the Keeper not being level 3 yet is a small problem. He's so close though. Just needs 1 kill.
Town is under siege.
Where to get it? Do you want to use your Entangle to drain the mana and get the guaranteed kill? TH could always deny it. Wisps are coming in for some detonate. Panda second. You called it on map 1. How good would a Panda be? I still gotta ring it in my ears. Well, we'll see how good the Panda could be.
Alright, Footies are looking for kills, but of course there's 0 catch on TH. It's hard to actually find some, unless Moon slips up. Footies also distracting from the Tree of Life. But it seems like TH realizing he can take out that actual tree expansion building. But the Entangled was successfully delayed for a long time.
And tech is running halfway through at the 7-minute mark. That's not bad. Shout out to Wonder Brown, 30-month resub. Much love, mate. Hope you're doing fine. And just TH continues to attack. Like, this Entangled Gold Mine. TH is the gardener here, and everything in order so far. There's gonna be a moment where he has to retreat, but it's all valuable seconds for the human.
Finally level 3, and that may turn the tides. Keeper going for the Entangle right away. TP out. Dispel. Oh, look at those saves. 140 does go down, but a lot was saved. TH unfortunately forgot about the shop. Could have set that up already, but let's not harp on him too much. This was a really nice move. This delayed the expansion by a solid 2 minutes, I guess. That's a ton of gold.
Yeah, and Moon was also not tacking behind it. So Bears will be delayed as well. Tier 2 for TH is close to finishing. And once again, we don't have a Demon Hunter. This could be a Mountain Kings game, just like Autumn Leaves. Or, again, a Blood Mage. Or if he feels under pressure, something from the Tavern, but I don't really see that. Close eyes on the altar, Remo.
Who's it gonna be? He's got the supply available. No MK coming, though. He's going to the Tavern. I think I would love to see a Panda here. Panda, Breath of Fire, over and over. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Pit Lord! Alright, that is the swaggiest choice. Love it.
The LRTH special, he brings it to other maps. Okay, this can be so powerful. And now he might regret selling the claws.
I was about to say. Those claws. Wouldn't those have been nice?
Yeah, it's kind of fine. The howl is the direct counter to the roar. Pretty much to the nail. And Cleave then later on will do tons of damage. But at the moment, damage is coming from the Panda. Not the greatest Breath of Fire yet. He's losing the Berserker as well. Or is he? Yep, absolutely is. But yeah, Pit Lord impact. There we go.
Yeah, and also Heal Scroll impact. Moon was able to get it before. TH would have loved to have it for himself. But it went to the Night Elf. And it's still available, by the way. Perfect timing. Might be right here. Oh, juicy, juicy Heal Scroll. TH, though, might be able to keep fighting. With reinforcements, the mana is all drained of the Night Elf side. But I suppose TH's army has also shrunk a lot. This Heal Scroll made a huge difference.
Man, but how cool by TH that he once again found his own style, as he always has. Whether it was with the Blood Mage first, in like the 2000s, or now with Archmage Pit Lord. Great mind for the game, and he made it work. Let's see if he can do it here today as well.
Yeah, I feel like the difficult thing with the Pit Lord is finding the right position. You of course want to be in the front line to attack the bears with a cleave and use Howl, but you don't want to be smack in the middle. You don't want to get attacked by all the bears, so I think you want to be in the front, but to the side, kind of, and then cleave away as much as you can. Also, a problem is, if you get slowed from Dryad Spears, the Pit Lord attacks really slowly. So, Pit Lord, great ceiling, great potential, but can also fall flat if he doesn't find the right usage.
Exactly. At least we got Cleave unlocked, second circlet as well. Rifles are coming as well as priests. So a rather standard army so far. Moon has arrived on tier 3, so that's gonna be the first orb soon.
You know what's really sick with the Pit Lord, by the way? Inner Fire.
Yeah, fire.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that. And then slaughter some sheep with polymorph, the dream.
I guess the weird thing is, It really doesn't work well with the Paladin, does it?
Well, you can't heal, but the armor might help, the extra devotion.
Yeah, I guess, though, if you play Pit Lord, you want to play dual hero only. Stack him up, level him up. If the Pit Lord gets to 5, he does crazy damage. But that is still indeed very far away.
A crazy change by Matt Morris, but one of the few good changes by Matt Morris. Oh, Archmage getting caught here. Creeps are getting involved as well. Weird situation. Nobody's really in a perfect spot, but Moon might be advantageous here.
Now the bear timing is coming in nicely. But it's good for the front line. We got the Watch Elemental as well. Where's the Abolish? Moon, you have the so-called Disbel. Refusing to use it at the moment. This human army, not looking too impressive. Some militia call might help out. A Dryad goes down though. That's level 4. Bear's also in trouble. Staff. Last second. Still not dispelling, which is confusing. And TH might be able to hold this position. And it comes with a big prize with the marketplace.
Exactly. The big consumable on this map. Is Moon trying to engage again, or does he have to lick his wounds? The bears are not looking that juicy anymore. Reju will change that in a second. Will he make use of the marketplace? He's actually going for Gloves of Haste. Okay, Tome of Agility. More attack speed. Claws plus 8 bot as well.
Yes,
and
sir.
Level 2 unlocked.
Let's
Remo,
go.
we're online.
Stack up that pity. Wait, isn't Asgalore like your favorite name?
It is a wonderful name, isn't it? I mean, Asgalore.
The glory of the As.
The glory of the ass must be treasured.
I would love to see Inner Fire so much, dude. But we're sticking it with a tier 2 army for now. For TH, the number's looking okay. But he wants to build the big death ball first. I wonder, though, doesn't he need a couple of breakers to help with the front line? Pitlock can do great damage, but if he's the solo tank, he's going to be forced away sooner rather than later.
Coming now, the first breaker, as well as invisibility. And Moon is suffering more losses. TH with Asgalore at 69 supply. Nice. But yeah, it's still double sanctum. Mortars are coming. And TH is giving Moon no space at all.
Moon with the 2 Dryad hit squad, along with the Keeper, looking for pickoffs. Does it here successfully. Takes out a more team. Takes pressure off the main base as well. Alright, is this a fight? Howl of Terror, so much damage reduction. And Moon is just ignoring the Pit Lord altogether. Interesting. There's no heal scroll, by the way. Fighting without heal scroll against the Panda. Dangerous proposition. And there was, a lot of units going down. Great movement by Moon. Finding the ability to move with the bears into the back. And all of a sudden, the supply lead has shifted. This Pit Lord has not been the trump card just yet.
Just yet, but there was also a weird position. Moon was flanking from all sides. And the more breakers we have, the more clear the battlefield becomes. And then I think the Pit Lord can shine. Shop control by TH now. I'm not too sure if more scrolls are available, but at least he got one. 1 versus 2, still not the greatest. But Moon has no TP, and TH identifying this.
Oh, wait. Is TH gonna realize? Does he have the time? One mortar team only, not that much siege damage. But we also don't have Nature's Blessing. Take out the Ancient of War first. And I guess Moon has the time to come back. The bears, of course, not that fast. TH almost missing a small opportunity here.
Could brute force? No, not really. Dryads to the right-hand side. Bears still trailing behind. Heroes distracting on the left. But yeah, this attack has to be abandoned. Reinforcements caught by a nice little Dryad Treant squad. Moon doing a lot of multitasking here, and it's paying off.
And getting a little bit of more experience here and there. The Panda 5 is a scary, scary level. Like I said earlier, Pit Lord 5 could also be really strong, but he's way further away. Down here in the choke, you might be able to find a good position, but the Panda just walks in. There's no MK to control him, no Stormbolt to bother him, and it's huge damage. There's one heal scroll on the human side, but only one.
Can the priest out heal so he finds the perfect moment, or does he have to use the heal scroll soon? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Heal scroll maybe a tad too late. The mortar teams are also bringing a lot of damage towards the Dryads, but it feels like Moon is in full control. The Dryads are dancing out of the fight now, but at least they are alive. And now a lot of weight on the shoulders of the Pit Lord.
Yeah, just great movement by Moon, really. He doesn't establish a clear front line. He minimizes the effect of cleave, and he attacks from 3 different sides. Very smart micro. Not just well executed, but also with a smart idea behind it. And the Archmage will be forced to TP out here soon. Invul transferred. TH feels like he might be able to win this fight, but with the heal scroll coming in, Moon, I think, clearly shows who won this engagement.
That's hard to recover from. TH at 60 food only. Keeper level 5. What a great match this is. Everything hurt. Needs some redo, but it will be a fast recovery, especially with the Moon well positioned at the mercenary camp. Love this for Moon. And now TH, how do you recover and get back?
Yeah, this looks like a case study game of why Pit Lord doesn't work. If the Night Elf plays like this. Just really, really smart play by Moon right here. Many Night Elves will try to focus the Pit Lord, you know, focus the damage dealer, force him out of the fight. But if he uses invulns, if he gets healed, if he repositions, that might not work. But what you can do if you're in the right position is just spread out. Spread out, minimize the cleave. And that seems to be working wonderfully.
Flute as the item. Good for the mortars, good for some rifles, but that's about it. Moon going for another base at the top. The stalemate breaker gold mine. And ferries are coming into the mix as well as a hippo. That's a misclick, I guess. But maybe accounted to a potential gyro. Mortar getting caught in the base. Moon is just all over TH.
Yeah, absolutely. Moon here now in full control. This whole game looking very different from the first map where one big mistake threw him far behind. TH. Now he's the one who seems to have the impossible task. If Moon slips up, if he gives TH a sensational fighting position, maybe there's a chance. But I think Moon is too on top of the priority of engagement here.
I agree. Is there a sneaky attack possible? Mortars through the trees, maybe? Trying to creep a little more. But as we said, Moon has his eyes everywhere. Keeper Dryads on the left-hand side, getting another kill for free. And yeah, TH... Is it maybe time to go for Blizzard? Can he even afford that?
Yeah, despite the expansion running for so long, TH doesn't seem so rich, right? He has hardly any upgrades. It's 0-0 breakers, by the way. Those die pretty easy. And here comes the Panda again, just charging in. No Siphon to bother him, no Stormbolt to bother him. This Panda is having the freest game. Another TP forced, another fight won. This.
Also the Fairy edition, like, of course Breath of Fire is doing a lot of damage, but put a Fairy on top when the priests are all trying to heal against that Panda. Just a glorious, glorious combo, and Moon making the right adjustments after game 1.
Yep. I think also, you know, like I said earlier, Echo Isles really seems like a super solid Night Elf map nowadays. IMO. And very, very likely we'll be going to map 3. And if that is twisted, then we're gonna have a lot of fun together.
I'm getting the fireworks already, but we don't know the map picks advance, so let's hold our horses for a little bit. Only one mortar team makes it not too easy to knock down this tree, but TH will succeed with that. That's 300 gold, 400 gold down the drain. But Moon's just crossing the map and going for the main of TH, or is he? A little hesitant. Oh, 3 heal scrolls though. Or 0.
And Moon again hitting from 2 different sides. This seems to be the theme of map 2. He's always keeping different angles in mind. Always has multiple squads ready to strike. And tell you what, with the expansion taken out, this game is not 100% over yet. Although when I look at these Night Elf heroes, I quake in me boots.
Yeah, especially like Tranquility would be hard countering the Pit Lord, because there's no disable on TH's side at all. Tranquility will go through the entire duration, so much healing in an AoE. And when your biggest weapon is slow AoE, then that spells disaster for you. Just like this bear push into the main.
TP on home. Panda could TP out. Should do it sooner than... Oh, Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Exactly.
One bear will die, but that is well worth the sacrifice. Moon could overstay right here. This is a bad position for the bears.
Yeah, I mean, what can they really do? Trying to evacuate somehow, but they're all
Panda?
trapped. Panda!
Wait. No way.
Town portal, okay. Can he get close enough to save all of his units?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bullet dodge, dude. Okay.
TH taps out 1-1. We get an encore in this winner bracket semifinal.
All right. TH with a super solid early game. Well executed on map 1. Moon showing on map 2 what he's made of. Dude, if that panda had been blocked away or surrounded, and you know there's 6 bears stuck in the main that all die, this game could have gotten interesting again. But the keeper also was doing huge damage at the expansion, taking out the peasants and towers. And my game crashed, but I'm back in now. Alrighty.
Nice, Mr. Remo Demo. Oh, the last map isn't twisted, Remo. That's the bad news. And that is really sad news. But if you could hope for another map between these two guys, it would probably be Terran Stand. And that is our decider match.
This is very interesting. This map used to be considered really good for human in all matchups. Only Night Elves could really take on human on this map, possibly, but it still seemed to be at least a little bit human favored, especially with MK First expansion and stuff. The Demon Hunter First has changed things. Demon Hunter First makes the MK a lot weaker, makes the late game for the human, for the Night Elf, possibly super strong. But as we saw, Moon doesn't love the demon as much as most other elves do.
Yeah, but there's like creeping on this map is so good with the demon. I can't really see him not going for it. I mean, Warden, Terranas, that always goes well together. But do you really want that? Is Moon really a Warden player? I don't think so. Would be a classic to get Warden vs Mountain King.
Yeah. Warden's the hero here I expect the least, aside from the Potom, obviously. Keeper I could see, but I also agree, I think it should be Demon Hunter. This map is so good for Demon Hunter. But TH, knowing this, could try to hard counter it. We have seen some humans in the past going for an instant expansion. Because on this map, Nidus will always creep first. Will always get the Merc Camp first. Will always get the level 2 there. So you have some time to get stuff done before that.
We got some time as well. Thank you, Jude, for the 14-month resub. Who earns it more than Back to Warcraft? That is a very valid question. I don't know how to answer that.
If anybody does,
speechless as well.
It is fake news. As I was informed earlier, also was Sock's retirement. He's apparently not retiring.
Yeah, Remo said that last week in a cast, and I was sad and shocked, and it took me a day to recover from these rumors. But then I reached out to a Korean friend, and he said, "No," with a lot of question marks. So yeah, Sock not retiring. Hell's yeah. But
very good. We're gonna see him also next weekend on the close qualifier, trying again to get to Rara Land because everybody wants to be at Rara Land.
I'm gonna be there.
Me too. I'm having fun, Neo. Are you having fun?
We'll see. You gotta behave until November.
Of course I will. By the way, 8th of October, I'm going to Kanchadavazn.
Oh boy. That is basically the Oktoberfest in another city.
Yep.
And Remo likes beer quite a bit. So
it's the second biggest beer festival in Germany after Oktoberfest. And we're gonna have a good time.
Are you wearing lederhosen?
No, I don't possess these. And also, if you're not in Bavaria, it's not really that much of a thing.
Ah, okay. These southern German people, I don't understand them. It's a myth to me.
Gonna bring me some beer. I'm gonna keep it warm for you.
Yeah,
for
nice.
for 1 month until Rara Land.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, just playing the instant expansion here. Like I pointed out, this is a very solid option on this map because you are left to your own devices for quite some time. Demon Hunter now showing up with some excellent items, by the way. All right. How much can he do here?
With immolation and slippers and a ring, probably quite a bit. Water elemental put to the side. Good peasant positioning. Oh, TH is running out of
Players'
lumber.
forces are under attack.
Can't go through with the power build. Archmage getting detonated, so there's no second water elemental right now. And now these flames, they burn.
And the 1-off mana ceiling here is also really strong. Sheep taken out, no blocking anymore. Militia will have to be called at some point in the main base, but that will mean no more lumber income. Oh, this is starting to look painful. These Demon Hunter items are so good. This is close to the nuts.
He has one more charge of the Wind of Mana Stealing, and he uses it. TH is doing a fine job spreading these workers, but without an arcane, that is so hard to do. Damage done.
Good thing for TH is he held without Militia Call. Okay, there's actually 2 boys brought from the main, but also a couple left behind. And right now it's really important to macro cleanly. Peasants footies, farms, tower, you know, there's a lot of stuff you have to do here to get up a solid expansion timing. And indeed it's going to be done in a moment, but in fact we see a Tree of Life across the map coming up as well.
Yeah, and if TH cancels that one, game is far wide open again. Thank you, Sanity Muffin, for the Prime sub. But Moon is guarding that with Mercs, with an Archer. It's only at 50% though. Water Elementals can be dispelled as the Wisps are ready. But it's not the prime target for TH as it seems.
Yeah, TH's army here is too small. Can't hope to take on the enemy army or take out the expansion. Gonna be losing one more footy. And this Demon Hunter is getting very close to level 3. With the boots, he is speedy. Gonna chase down for more. And I think Moon's in a really solid spot here.
Yeah. As we said before, this might be the last time in a tournament that we see Moon versus TH. And Moon, of course, was quite a bit devastated after the World Cyber Games 2013. And also after WCG 2019. Maybe gets a little bit of revenge here after all these years. But far from over. Terran Stand is a map where you can get out of precarious situations with another expansion, with some Zeppelin drops, with some sneaky play, and TH is known for that.
Yeah, and I would love TH to play more cautiously, reactively, and go for the late game. 3 bases here, very manageable. Blood Mage, possibly, very strong on this map. And I think this early game was not even close to good enough to go for a tier 2 all-in. I think if TH here tries to close out the game again on tier 2, it would be a big mistake.
Moon arrived at tier 2. We'll see a second hero in a bit. Has the gold for it now. TH, when is his tech hitting? He's a little lumber starved. And it's the Panda again. Very good choice against pretty much everything. Doesn't matter if it's a 70 food, tier 2 army, or tanks, or mass air. Panda always delivers.
Yeah. The demon is strong. The expansion is coming up. The demon is looking very strong, actually. Double ring, circular slippers, claws, all great Demon Hunter items. He is also one of the big beneficiaries of the ring meta. And TH, it looks like he's trying to get something done, but it's looking rather impotent right now. The effect of his army. And there's another concern to be kept in mind. It's daytime soon. Moon could go for a Zeppelin, so TH will need towers.
And a lot of them. Only one at the expansion, one at the main for now. Tech has started. And Budcrumbs with another 5 gifted subs. Much love! B2W Buddy in the chat. Shop is coming. Blacksmith is coming. But Moon also crossing the map.
AM is still not level 3, dude. There's no towers. Moon, of course, at the break of daytime at the lab. That's a classic move. This is where the Zeppelin becomes available. Goes for it right away. This has been seen for years and years. TH must anticipate this.
He's not there yet. He's getting distracted by a demon. Doesn't want to suffer more losses. This is a lot of footmen that you can basically just throw away. Maybe he can cancel that expo again, like he did before.
The Whisk Scout at the expansion. Saw no towers. Here comes the drop. As I was expecting. AM has to TP right now. Otherwise the expansion is gone.
Oh, it's a rough position. Footmen are trailing behind. He thinks he can trade, but is he right?
Normally when you trade econ like this, it's always worse for the Night Elf because getting those peasants back is, for the human, excuse me, is always difficult. Arcane Tower also going down. TH not TPing is very stubborn. And the D-Miner is just dealing with the footies by himself with Immolation. This looks like a big mistake by TH here.
Shredder is coming in as well. Panda wreaking havoc. More militia called, but what can they possibly do? Level 4 on the Demon Hunter. Is this how it ends? This is how it ends. Moon 2, TH1. And the 3X find themselves in the lower bracket.
Alrighty. That is the first series of the day over. Unfortunately, TH not quite able to repeat his great performance of map 1. Maybe similar to me, too naively thinking that the instant expansion build is a good opening. Maybe it's not. Turns out when the D-Miner shows up with level 2 and 3 items, it's hard to deal with them. Maybe you want to involve a Merc Camp creep yourself. Maybe you want to get level 3 yourself, get more footies, and then have a safer expansion. Yeah, there's still some work there to be done as to what is the right build.
Sad. Sad ending to a series. I was expecting a long game with double tier 3 and mortar attacks everywhere. But no, Moon is not allowing that. No time for tradition or any celebratory games. He's in the winner bracket. He will be facing Starbuck or Colorful. They will duke it out next. And TH has another shot in the lower bracket. But his tournament life and maybe his Warcraft career is in the ropes.